Hi, welcome to Tarot by Naveen. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. Okay, so clearly I am a tarot card reading channel. I offer general card readings, money career readings, love readings, oracle readings where you get to interact with the universe and your own intuition, forensic readings where we kind of give a personal deep dive into you personally, internally, and spirit path readings. Well, that's where we go into the external energies and what's surrounding you, your higher self, the big picture, and karmic lessons and stuff like that. And if you were like very anticipated, like really want to see what the next reading is coming out, while being a part of the YouTube page is a great benefit, if you want to see early readings, you might want to consider becoming a Patreon member, because that is where you can get early readings. On the Patreon page, you will also have access to the shop where I plan to introduce bonus readings and also a choose your stack reading. So you get to like choose from 3 different stacks. So yeah, there on the Patreon page is like a key membership membership and a Lotus membership, so you get to choose. Oh yeah, and I also offer personal readings. So if you want to check that out, look into the description box below. You can also donate to the channel. All of these ways are great ways to help support the growth and development of the channel. So becoming a YouTube subscriber, a Patreon subscriber, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so that's a lot. So now let's get into your reading. Okay, Taurus, hi, welcome to Tarot by Naveen. We're going to get into your love reading for the time frame of June the 15th to July the 10th of 2026. Okay, let's see what is happening here for you, Taurus. And we have, okay, Judgment. So Taurus, it looks like when it comes to love, you are entering a new paradigm or an elevated shift, or a new mentality. Here for some of you, a modality. This is definitely you coming back to life. Some of you might have not been focusing on love or entertaining it for a while. You may have been busy with other things, but this is you saying, you know what? I think it's time. Let me open those doors. Let me elevate and give love a chance and opportunity to be a part of my lifestyle. Is what I'm hearing. When I saw that, I said that I saw 111. Yeah, this is a brand new you in this regard. So some of you are taking initiative when it comes to further advancing yourself, when it comes to your your livelihood, your stability is coming together, your ability to be free and support a possible love interest. Your health is getting better. You're reestablishing your wardrobe. Some of you are relocating or moving, is what I'm seeing, into a brand new dwelling of sorts. But whatever you're up and about, it is connected to this new life that you are kind of elevating to or moving to, and you're giving the opportunity of love a chance. So if it decides to come in or not, you're opening the doors. Let's see what else is happening with you with Judgment. Okay, the Magician energy. Yeah, see, you are ready. Like I said, so some of you, it's been a while since you've entertained this. If you're in a relationship already, maybe it's having the courage to move things to the next level of things. Okay, so I definitely see that for some of you. If you're already in a relationship, perhaps this is also moving in with your significant other or others, maybe taking things to the next level when it comes to considering family, or sorts, or even an engagement or something like that. But moreover, with the Magician energy, this is you taking the courage to open that door for you who are single, and also for you who are, already in a relationship of sorts. This is believing in yourself that you have the capability to be a significant part of this love dynamic. Um, I'm sensing more so this is a belief in yourself right now, not nothing necessarily towards the other person at this time. Like it's like love reading seems to be focusing on you personally. More probably because some of you might, you might have gone through certain relationships in the past or whatever have you. Some of you may have had other types of um, past dynamics that related to those past relationships. Could have been, housing. It could have been family, children. It could have been a shared, mortgage or something. It could have been shared business. It could have been a lot of things. But like I said, it's like you're elevating, you're transforming, you're more on a stable ground now. You're moving forward with your life, and you're believing in yourself that yeah, I can entertain a new love. I can entertain further investing into a present day love of sorts. And it's like recognizing with the magician energy, Taurus, your resources, your talent, your capability, what you bring to the table, where you see yourself going with this. Does it make sense for you? You're exercising the belief in yourself that yeah, yes, I can make time for this. This is not going to interfere with other dynamics. This is a logical or reasonable step for you yourself to take or open up to at this time. You're cultivating those strengths and beliefs in you at this time, because you are in this transformative energy. So it's the machinations of all of this, and this flow of energy is coming together. It could be a little bit, disjointed at the moment, but it is coming together, especially as your self confidence is further increasing into this, because you're also seeing evidence of this love opportunity. Whether that's in your emotional spectrum, whether that's in the current relationship that you might be in, or whether that's in someone who has already entreated you, or you yourself have been interested in another or others in some capacity. Now let's see a clarification for that. And we have, yeah, magician energy again. There we go. And the same thing. Magician, totally different deck. Same message. And notice how all the energies are swirling around and everything like that. And that's why I was saying it's like semi disjointed, but it's coming together, especially with the judgment energy. So you're making sense of this. You're making sense of your emotions, your capabilities, your lifestyle to support love, and believing it as it comes together. Okay, it's good to have that courage so that you are empowered to step forward through that door. You are empowered to open the door and allow love in. You know what I mean? Let's further take a look at the Kipper card and see what the Kipper card has to say. Yeah, distant horizons. Like I said, you're preparing. A lot of you. Some of you have already like relocated or advanced in your life. There's a transition. There's a long-term goals for yourself. Distant horizon. You're willing to really put in the work. Allow the longevity of love to build. Again, some of you, if you're already in a relationship, you're already planning. You're working with the significant other or others to move forward in some type of capacity. The conversation is about to start or has already started, the engagement or something like that. But like I said, this is you ready to allow love and to move forward for a long term understanding at this time. It's actually very, very, how would I put this? It has a secure vibe to it. So it's not like it's wasting your time or anything. There's a lot of clarity that's going to come your way regarding this too, Taurus. There's a lot of stability in this. So let's see what else is happening. And we have, yeah, Queen of Cups. Yeah, you have sense about how you feel about a situation. There's other emotions. In fact, some of you may have already suitors, as one would say, who have been knocking at your door, who has been interested in you. Um, but maybe only one or two has caught your interest or caught your eye. You're not going to be wasting time with or investing time or resources in possible potentials that you literally have no higher like attraction for. Like there's a lot of potentials out there, but they have to resonate in a certain way. And you're not you know what you want, you know how you want to feel, you know what you have to offer. With the Queen of Cups, you're very aware of your feelings and your emotions, and you're aware of what complements you to the best form and fashion, to a degree, Taurus. And it's like, if you're gonna offer your cup in such a way, it's gonna go to something that you know will fully complement your energies. You're not going to kind of play around. You're not going to put an investment into shifting sands. Um, so it's like you're assessing the emotions around you. You're taking your time, you know, and eventually you will like say, you know what, let's move forward on this, or I'd like to offer this cup of love to you, or you're going to like accept a cup of love. But the Queen of Cups is showing that you are very, um, you will, like I said, it's going to come clear over here, and this is the clarity, whereby the Queen of Cups is like, you will know your emotions on love and yourself and what that entails. Okay, you're putting together those feelings, all those other things. They're coming together, like I said, and it's going to come together right here with the Queen of Cups. For further clarification, we have, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Yep, like I said, a lot of you already have a lot of suitors. A lot of people have caught your eye in certain respects, but only a few have really caught like a inkling of your heart. And this is also vice versa, whereby a lot of people you have caught a lot of people's eyes. Okay, and if you're already in a potential relationship, this is just more doting that's coming upon. Like, it's creating almost like a power couple or something like that, whereby there's just a saturation of more affection that's coming through. But yeah, expect a lot of favors. Expect that you're going to be glowing because you are transforming, especially with the Judgment card. um, People are going to probably trip over themselves around you, Taurus. um, it's pretty significant because you're allowing the energy of love to now saturate, to come in. You're going to be exuding a level of stability, a level of success, a level of poise, and a level of attraction at this time, especially. Okay, I sense it wets the ground. Okay, in the best possible way. Further, to the clarification, yeah, King of Cups. There you go. So you have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. Like I said, if you're going to give that cup, it's going to go to a king, okay, or vice versa, depending on how the situation is with you. But this person has to vibe in the same regality or the royalness that you vibe. Okay, that's why I said you have certain options, only a couple or so that's really vibing with you, or who even is looking at an interest in certain respects. If you're already in a relationship, this is that resonance that's coming through. And with the King of Cups, it's like you're not bothered by any other emotions here or there. If it's for you, you'll allow that ship to come in. If it's not, you will allow that ship to go away. You are focused on your peace, your calmness. There's other things going on in your life, and love does not have to be stressful. You've been there, done that, got the postcard. At this time, you have a new vision, a way of what love is to you, and you'll only accept a complementary energy with that. And there is someone who's going to meet, or someone's, depending on your relationship. There is someone who's going to complement that vibe. They're probably or even already in your space, but they are coming forth to you. I sense for some of you, actually, within the time frame of this reading, um, there's going to be like a aha moment, like a hello, a very attractive, like wow, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of favor in this. You'll know. It's gonna click. Let's see further insight into that. We have, yeah, community. There you go. Like I said, Wheel of Fortune. I mean, you are just glowing, Taurus. So many people want to be in your company. A lot of people are going to want to be in this grouping, this couple, this relationship that currently exists as well. Or you're going to be invited out to more stuff, and or the group in some capacity, or single invitations or whatever have you. But it's you're very, very, very attractive, very it just so much going for you right now, and you're gonna have your pick. You're gonna be spoiled for choice, is what I'm hearing. Okay, but ultimately you're only gonna go with what your heart is saying to you. Let's see what else is happening, and we have, yeah, Page of Swords. Yeah, in your love capacity, the heart is one thing, but the practical means is another. So you will have certain serious conversations, or vice versa, or both of you, or however the relationship is, right off the bat. You're not, like we said, we're not wasting any time. Okay, you're not. I'm sensing it's like you're not a teenager. You don't need all this fluff and guff and all that. You need maturity. You need someone who's going to start off with some reasonable, confident questions and be able to answer them in a intellectual way, in a practical way, in a thoughtful way, with the Page of Swords, and who comes with their talents and skills to move things forward and not stammer things or move things backwards. You need someone who is willing to speak, communicate, who is willing to hit to the heart of the matter. Also, the Page of Swords is listening. You need someone who is able to listen, okay, and come back with a thoughtful comment, and you don't. And what you're also saying is like you need someone who has a brain, who can also create a conversation, and they don't have to like wait on you always. It's a vice versa. It's a reciprocal thing of intelligence, okay, and practical standing. Okay, let's see what else is happening for you, Taurus. And we have, yeah, Four of Wands. Wow. Four of Wands. This is like a celebratory energy towards a great foundation building. This is to build a strong business in certain respects. If you're coming together in a business collaboration and in the relationship of sorts. This is also very fortuitous for building family. If you're already in a relationship and you're saying, let's build a family now, let's grow our family. This is towards buying a home together and moving in together and really establishing something. This is cultivating a relationship opportunity and building on that. This is building a strong foundation of celebration, passion, action, interaction, of success, and being very happy to do it, happy to build together cooperative energies. Okay, so you are going to, like I said, something is happening in your love life, however that it's going to manifest for you in that regard. And after certain key conversations are hit, certain other cultivations of that, well, you'll feel like this is the foundation to really build on. Okay, further into the clarification, yeah, Six of Swords, excellent, and we already talked about that. Okay, Six of Swords is you're leaving turbulent waters behind, especially with that judgment energy transformation, and you're going to calmer shores. You have a new understanding of what love means to you, or a relationship, and how you want love to be now. You're not a teenager or something. You're a very mature adult. You've gone through so many stuff. You need a connection now, or connections, however your relationship is. Let's see what your Capricorn has to say. And we have, yeah, courthouse. Yep. It's like serious talks. Like, you're not about wasting any time. You're not to say that there isn't going to be any romance. There will be romance, but you need to know if this person or people in certain respects is going in the direction in life right now that you're going. You know what I mean? Um, there's going to be a talk where, yeah, there's going to be lovey-dovey stuff, but it's like there's a you need to have a firm understanding if you were going to take things into the next phase eventually, or a next level. Those are particular hard talks in such ways. But I sense this person is going to be there with you too. Sometimes you get to a level of life where you need to lay it all down on the line. It's like, hey, I like you, you like me, I'm interested in having children, or I'm interested in, I always wanted to have a business with my significant other or others or whatever the situation is, or you always wanted to make sure that you can set up something for your grandchildren later on, or maybe you come with children and they come with children, and how is that going to work? It could be any number of things, but it's a serious talks along with the passions. Okay, so the king and queen of cups is right here. It's that love, that passion, that it's just beautiful. It's there, but you also have the swords, which is okay. We can't allow the butterflies to take over. We also have to have some practical conversations as well. So let's see what your angel message has to say. And we have ask your angels. Yeah, there's a lot happening here. Sometimes you need some extra guidance. Ask your angels, especially because a lot of you are right here. You're starting this energy off. A lot of you are right here. So those energies are coming together and you are getting answers. Ask your angels if you need a little bit more guidance, okay, in the transition of things. And then we have right here. And by the way, when I was shuffling, this card just flew out of the deck. Like I had no choice but to put it there. So let's see what your next angel card is. Ask for help from others. My goodness. Ask your angels and ask for help from others. So like I said, it's a lot of communication. Some of you are getting ready to take the next significant step. Some of you are looking to enter something new or allow something new. Okay, there's love talks, there's serious talks, and you may need to through the whole venture of it, you may need to speak to your angels, your guides. You may need to speak to family and friends and whatever have you to get an understanding of each step and how to go about certain things. Okay, especially courthouse here for the more serious questions, and sometimes that may come into a relationship or even a complex relationship. Okay, so Taurus, this has been your reading. I really do hope it was beneficial. Please remember to subscribe to the YouTube page and please consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does help support the growth and development of the channel. So thank you so much. Bye. Hi, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. I really hope the reading was beneficial and uplifting, encouraging for you. I hope to see you back here real soon. Otherwise, I wish you the best. Bye.